I know this must be frightening for you, Evangeline. You must feel so alone, but you're not. You have me, your one true love.
But I don't remember you. It's just so overwhelming.
My name is Apollo. I'm your husband, your one true love, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
How did I come to be here? How did we meet? Well, I don't remember you.
Your memories were stolen by someone who's trying to tear us apart.
Why would someone want to tear us apart?
It's complicated.
I think there's something important I have to tell someone.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Book Buds. And today, Mary is going to tell us about A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. How was this third book?
So this was the third for Once Upon a Broken Heart. And we love Stephanie Garber. Okay, like you introduced me to Caraval, and we loved that series.
Yeah, that was good.
And I loved the second book. If you remember the first book, I was kind of like a little reserved about the first book.
Yeah.
You were excited about the first book, and I was like, yeah, maybe. And then the second book, I was like all in. What do you think I liked about? Do you think I was like in love with this book? What do you think?
Oh, I think you loved it.
You think I loved it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many days it took me to read it?
2.
14.
You didn't love it.
I didn't love it.
Damn.
Guys, I'm so disappointed. So I still love Stephanie Garber. I love her whimsical writing.
Mm-hmm.
I love her creativity, but this was not her best work.
Okay, so what happened? Tell us. Tell us what happened.
So first, let me just say the very basic story that if you guys have read the first two books, you know that we have Evangeline Fox, and she's basically like in this love story with Jax, the fate, who has like, if he kisses people, they die. Okay, so she can't kiss him. So the turns that the story took through the first and the second book, like crazy stuff was happening. And
vampire thing.
We had a vampire thing, and she has to be like able to open this arch so that like Jax wants to go back, and he's committed to going back to his true love Donatella from the other series, because he's like, she's the only person that I was able to kiss and she didn't die. My true love's not you. So there's always like this love-hate kind of thing happening between the two of them, and it keeps you on edge, you know? But you ultimately want Jax and Evangeline to get together. So
why didn't Donatella die from his kiss? Do we know?
Because allegedly she might have been the true love, but then she didn't choose. This is the other series, guys. So she didn't choose him. She ended up choosing the other guy, which like you kind of wanted in that story.
Legend, right?
No, was she with Legend or was she with the brother of Legend? I can't remember.
Oh,
one of them.
Okay.
One of the good guys. But so Jax, like, I don't even know what to tell you. I'm just so, I want to tell you, you didn't read the second one.
No.
And guys, I'm going to say where the second book ended, because if you're watching this, I feel like you should have read the second book, okay? The second book was amazing at the end. It was so amazing that when I picked this up and I read the first 2 pages, I was like, oh, no. I need to clearly remember the second book's ending, because I want to be all in with this.
Yeah.
Because I remember being all in with that ending. So I went back and I read like the last 60 to 80 pages of that book, and I reread it, and I was like, yes, it was so good. So this book ended, the book 2. They open the arch. She like puts her blood on the arch, and they have to collect these gems and whatever. Collecting the gems was really cool. They put them in the arch. She opens the arch. And then like the main thing that's like a really big deal, as soon as she goes in and the vampire guy can get this helm off of his head that prevents him from biting people, he's like, I'm in control. He takes the helm off his head, and then he bites her and sucks all her blood out, and she dies right there, dead. And Jax comes and he's like, no, she's dead. Like he wasn't there in the moment. And he was going to use those stones once the arch was opened. He was going to take those stones to be able to turn back time and change something that he wanted to change. So he wanted to erase Evangeline from his life so that he could go back to Donatella. And she was devastated about this, but he's like, it's the only way to protect her, because like her kiss, she can't kiss me, she's going to die. And he's like, I'm going to erase myself from your life, but then she's dead. And he's like, well, I can't have that. So he turns back time by maybe like 20 minutes, and he goes and he saves her so that she doesn't die. Okay. And that's how book 2 ends.
Exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Then we get here, and Apollo is this guy that's a prince, and she married him kind of like accidentally in the second book. And
accidentally.
There's like a curse and whatever. And we don't know that Apollo has any special powers or anything like that. But I can't remember, I think it was the end of the second book that he does this. He then pulls her memories of Jax out of her head, and she's left not knowing Jax at all.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And so we start this book with her having like amnesia, basically. Like, she has no knowledge of anything. And Apollo's like, you know, this is it, babe, you and me. And there's this evil guy, Jax, that's out there. Like, if you ever see him, stay away from him. Okay? And we're going to hunt him down. We're going to kill him. And it's a whole lot of nothing of, I don't know what's going on. And, like, we're stuck in this parallel process with Evangeline of, like, oh, I'm so lost for so long.
Is it from her perspective the whole time?
We do get some of Apollo's perspective, which, like, I really didn't need because I don't love him.
Yeah.
And I think we get Jack's perspective, like, maybe once or something like that.
That's it? So we don't know what Jax is doing the whole book?
We do. He comes in eventually. He comes in eventually. She doesn't know who he is. He tells her that his name is Archer, so he's the Archer and she's the little fox. And it's like more distant. You don't have their, like, the second book was so good because of their play with each other.
Yeah, so this was about Apollo and her.
This was a big back step from where our story should have been.
Damn.
Yeah, it was disappointing. So even though I'm really upset about the storyline,
yeah,
still like the author. I still like the whimsy that she puts in.
Yeah.
There's still, like, little magical things, and, like, the way she can just bend things to fit the story she wants to tell, because she has these little magical elements that she can just pull in and modify things as she goes. I like that she does that. So I really love her style, but I feel like maybe she just rushed things a little bit with this book, or just had a very different vision than I did. I mean, she gave me a happy ending, but honestly, when you have this kind of, like, tension throughout, I would have been okay even if it wasn't a happy ending. And it just, the story getting there was like,
So was this a trilogy?
Yeah.
So this is over.
So this is over, and we're left with her and Jax being happily ever after.
Okay.
But, like, I wanted a lot more happiness on the way to happily ever after, whatever. And she very quickly sets up at the end of the book, like, hey, there's these other characters that might have some interesting things in this other part of the land. So, you know, she's going to do some more writing, and I'm absolutely going to read it. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm absolutely still going to read Stephanie Garber. But, like, it shouldn't have taken me 14 days. That shows me that, like, I wasn't in love with this book.
Oh, yeah, you usually fly through them.
Yeah, if there's something that I'm, like, passionate about, I'm like, oh, okay, don't talk to me right now. I am reading, and it's done in, like, 2 days. And I expected that from this. So I'm let down because it didn't meet my expectations. I still rate it as a 4 because I like her writing, and I like the way she tells stories. I'm just not happy with the path she took, you know?
Yeah, you're an easy grader.
I am an easy grader. But, like, it would have automatically been a 5 because I would have loved it, and I didn't love it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, do I not recommend the series to people? Because The Ballad of Never After, the second book, was so good. Like, I want you to read the second book, but I kind of almost don't want you to bother with the third one. But then, like, that's so unfinished, you know? Ugh.
Well, it's a trilogy, not a duology, so.
I know. I almost felt like this book was kind of like a path to the fourth book. Like, there should have been a fourth book.
Yeah.
Like, there was too much weaving happening in this, you know? Okay, so if you guys read this, let me know if you kind of had the same feeling as me, or if you loved it. I don't know. I'd love to hear that you loved it, because I really do love when people love their books.
You do.
I do.
All right. If you're enjoying Book Buds, give us a thumbs up.
And share us with your friends.
And subscribe to our channel, Book Buds!
Are they freaking kidding me with these bloopers?
You must feel so alone.
Okay, start looking at me, and should we practice doing it this way?
We're gonna laugh.
No. Talk to me.
Like, no. You must be frightened, Angeline.
No, we're not gonna laugh.
One little line, and she busts out laughing.
I mean, who talks to somebody this close?
It's very close, to be honest. It's extremely close. I'm like, do I have bad breath? Like, I didn't prepare for this close scene.
All right.
This isn't gonna work now. I'm sorry. Evangeline, you're alone. It must be frightening for you, Evangeline, but your face is really funny.
Dude.
I know this must be frightening for you, Evangeline, but I'm here.
My fault.
It's completely
my
your fault.
You're not funny. This isn't funny.
I know this must be
I was good that time.
for 30 seconds. For 2 seconds, yeah. I know this must be frightening for you, Evangeline.
You made me
I
look
can't
at you.
believe you changed the entire scene. Like, I took liberties. Because I'm like, they can't see me. So I'm like, Evangeline.
Oh my God.
You made me look at you. Oh, Lord. I don't like this scene. Can we do the dragon one?
No.
With the inanimate objects? We're stolen by someone who's trying to tear us apart.
Why would someone want to tear us apart?
I'm not sure. We're stolen by someone who's trying to tear us apart.
Why would someone want to tear us apart?
It's complicated.
Stay right here. I'm gonna say why. Why would someone want to tear us apart? I won't look at you.
I'm sorry. She's waving.
So awkward.
We look like we're going to the prom. Okay, it's complicated.
Give me 1 second. So like
She waved. It's not
to the king. Why wouldn't she wave to the king?
My loyal subjects.
You're making me
I didn't do anything. Well, I guess I did.
that. You looked at me like that.
Okay, I was ready. Oh.
Put your head there like normal.
Okay, look. Put your head there like normal. I'm ready. It's complicated. That's the only shit I gotta say.
I know. Why would someone want to tear us apart? Turn your head slowly. Stay right there.
What is happening?
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Why would someone want to tear us? Don't smirk in my periphery.
It's complicated. Very complicated.